Okay, hi everyone. This is a small short video related to your UML diagrams. I'm going to discuss about online shopping management system. Since you people asked me regarding deployment diagram, I'll explain you people all the diagrams related to your online shopping management system. So we'll be representing that in different videos. Okay, so let's start with the video. So we'll start with the class diagram. So here it is. We'll start the presentation. So online shopping management system. So here I have given you the reference URLs, so you people can go through it. The first one is a master URL from where I have gone through the different diagrams related to different systems, like this particular URL, like what this represent, sorry, um, like for example this particular URL what you people are seeing here. So this consists of different domains where it has represented different diagrams, like online shopping management is there. Same way it has automated telemachine. Again it has something called hospital management system. You can go through this particular website, and in that you can see the different diagrams related to it, and these are much more better when compared to the other websites. That's the reason I'm referring this. And coming to online shopping management system, the below is the URL what you people are saying URL 2. This actually contains the diagrams which I'm going to explain in the coming slides. Okay, so you people can refer this now, and don't worry, I'll provide you the PDF for this particular the presentation what I am showing here. Okay, so coming to the next one, so first I'll explain you about the class diagram. So for shopping management system, this is the class diagram. This is much more better, which I found compared to others. You can use this diagram for your exams in order to represent in your exam. And don't worry about this particular thing what you're saying, something like class online shopping. Okay, most of the softwares will not support this. This is just a representation purpose, it has been used here. You just focus on these diagrams, what are the class diagrams will be presented here. Okay, so here if you look at it, actually this diagram doesn't represent any methods. It has just represented the name of the class followed with the attributes related to that particular class. Okay, so but if you people know the methods, you people can include that. This is just for reference purpose, I am giving you people this particular class diagram. Okay, now if you look at here at this particular class diagram, you can see that last first thing what we have, first class what we are representing is web user. So you people can understand using the attributes whatever we are using, that login ID. So login ID is nothing but it's a string. So web user means anytime any user wanted to log in, they are going to use this particular ID followed with password. Okay, this is something like if you are logging in into an Amazon Web Services or Amazon shopping mall, shopping cart, sorry, shopping management system, or Flipkart, you are just surfing some items. Then you people can, what whenever you want to order something, you people definitely have to give username and password. That is what is actually represented here. State we don't have to represent here, but still he has represented here. But don't worry, if you're not represented it, then also it's not a problem. Next, coming to the customer definitely will have an ID, his own ID, his address, phone number and email. Okay, so all these things is important. Definitely you people, when you people create an account in these social sites or what we call shopping sites, definitely people have to give all this information, like address you have to give, phone number where you will get the message related to your items, and same way you people have to give email ID, so where you will be, they will be sending you the invoices, right? So that is what represented here. Then we are followed with something called as account, shopping cart, line item, product, order, and order status. Okay, so if you look at your account means nothing but each user will have a single account, so definitely it will have some information that is represented here, almost same related to the customer whatever we have. Like for example ID, so every account will have its own ID, billing address will be there where it has to be built up. So is closed is nothing but is used to determine whether that particular account is active or inactive. Okay, if it is closed, it is deleted, so definitely it will be closed. So that's what represent either boolean. Why we are using this is the data type what we are using here. So why we are using boolean means either it is true or false. But if it is closed, it will represent true. If it is not closed, it will represent false, 0. Okay, and then open and close date. So obviously this you people can see it in your history or in your settings when your account has been opened, when, and if you're eliminating it, that also, that information will also be present in this particular thing. Now coming to every account will have a single shopping cart. Okay, right, whenever you people select some items to represent, or you to buy some items, definitely that will be represented in a shopping cart, that is represented here. And coming to the line items, if you look at your line items, what does this mean is nothing but it consists of how much quantity, like once you are ordering any item, you may be ordering two or three. Okay, and what will be the price if you're ordering one item? For example, it's cost 500, so that will be represented in this particular item. And same way, if you are using something called as for example, if you're increasing the quantity, so the same item you're buying it two. Okay, so now the cost will be 1,000 rupees, so that is represented using here. And same way, coming to the product, every product will have its own ID followed with its name and a supplier. Okay, from whom you people are getting it. Mostly people can see that Amazon will be, Amazon or Flipkart will be providing different vendors the opportunity to sell their products. So this is what represented in this particular thing. Now here you can see that account and customer has a relation called one-to-one entity. Why it is one-to-one means every user can have, every customer can have only a single account. They cannot maintain multiple accounts. Okay, for that reason it is represented one-to-one. Same way, every shopping cart will have a, there will be only one shopping cart to each and every account. But whereas coming to web users, they may be 0 to 1. Why? Because we are not the only user related to that particular website, right? Amazon doesn't have only single customer, they have millions of customers. That's the reason he is representing 0 to 1. And what 0 to 1, it can be 0 or more than 1. That it is what he is representing in this for web users. But whereas coming to account, every account will have only a single shopping cart. That's what is represented. Same with these people you understood. Now coming to the order, so whenever you people are ordering some item, so definitely it will consist of information related to number. So every item, every order will have some unique ID followed with when you have ordered it, when it is going to be shipped. Okay, all those details will be represented here. So these are the attributes related to the order. Same way, coming to the payment, we have ID. Every payment will have definitely its ID, when you're paid, when you're paying it, so what is the total value it is, and details related how much amount or GST, whatever it is, that information is represented in that particular thing. So this is what all about your class diagram. It's very easy. And you might be thinking that why this enumeration user state and order state is not connected, because these are not related to this particular, this is something different, right? For example, user state in the sense whether that particular account is new, whether that particular account is active, whether it is blocked or banned. Some websites, I mean, and some websites usually block some users because of some malfunctioning or some irrelevant data they are posting it up, they are not ordering. For example, you might have seen that if you're purchasing any item and suddenly if you're canceling it, and if you're doing more than 2 or 3 times, definitely they'll block it up for 1 month or 2 months, that particular user account, because they're just ordering it up, they're shipping it up, and because there is some charges being incurred when they are shipping it up and you're canceling it up, that charges should be paid by that particular vendor. That's the reason they usually do that, and that is what is represented using this. Same way, coming to your order status, whether it's a new order, hold in the sense, this is the best example to show you. Now hold in the sense nothing but like, now you people might know that coronavirus has taken over all over the India and all over countries. So you might have seen that if anything you have ordered before, that has been delayed. Okay, so that not been delivered immediately. They're like, they are not providing you 2 days delivery 2 days delivery service, or if they are taking some time, that is what represented using this status called hold. Same way, ship, deliver and close, two people can. So that's why this is not related to this particular class, just normally represented, it's normally represented. So that's the reason these are the different classes, so that have been represented separately, but these have connections. This is important. Okay, I think you people have understood this. If you have any doubts, you can ping me up to my WhatsApp number. Okay, thank you. In the next video we'll see use case diagrams. Okay, thank you.